Hello everyone. I want to do my closing thoughts on those Plinkett reviews. Alright. So in a nutshell, I don't like these reviews. I mean, yeah, the prequels are flawed movies. But they're not as bad as people say. And I just don't consider the Plinkett reviews to be a good example of why the prequels are bad. Those reviews are just so freaking overrated. Most everything he does is just nitpicks at things. He complains and nitpicks. And also, you could do the exact same thing Plinkett did to the prequels to the original trilogy. Yeah, you could take a look at it and nitpick and nitpick and nitpick. For example, I don't really believe this at all, but you could take a scene from the original trilogy, like the scene where the stormtrooper hits his head on the top of the door. You could say, see, that's a very great example why the why the original trilogies are such poorly edited movies. See? See what I did? I pulled a Plinkett and applied it to the original trilogy. So you could literally do the same exact thing. And just watching it, Plinkett clearly just doesn't understand Star Wars. And you know what's really funny? To you Red Letter Media fanboys, and you prequel haters, and you original trilogy fanboys who came and put comments on my videos. You know, you always say stuff like, "Oh, everything you say to defend the prequels is dumb." But you people never say what it is I say that's dumb. And you know what else? When I ask, all you say is, "Oh, Plinkett's right," and your reasoning is, "Oh, because he's Plinkett, Plinkett's right because I say he's right." You can't even defend what Plinkett says. You just say he's right because he's right, and you know that doesn't prove anything. So I've actually been wanting to do something like this for a long time. Talk about the Plinkett reviews. And I'm glad I did it. So I might do some of the other Plinkett stuff. Maybe maybe in December I'll cover his Force Awakens review and see what he has to say about that, but I don't know. So yeah, I just don't consider the Plinkett reviews to be a good reason why the prequels are bad. It's just, if you want to watch a good prequel review that isn't like 5 hours long, I mentioned this before, Gensurai 1, he did a video, say 2012 or 2013, I don't know when, where he was talking about, his thoughts on the prequels, and it was like 37 minutes long. And what I like about his review is he brings up a lot of things that a lot of prequel haters and original trilogy fanboys who hate the prequels never bring up. And they're more interesting points than just, oh, it's not like the originals. In fact, I'll leave a link to the description, or in the description, to that review if you haven't seen that review. And also, what else about Plinkett? He's also a hypocrite too, because there's some points like in the his Phantom Menace. Sorry, I can't English today. In his Phantom Menace review, he was like, "Oh, it's too different from the originals. It needs to be like the original trilogy." Even though the entire point of the prequels is to be different. And then in his Revenge of the Sith review, he's just like, "Oh, Revenge of the Sith is too much like the original trilogy. He's ripping things off from it." Ah. Oh my god. I wish Plinkett had never made these reviews, because Star Wars would not be in its current predicament. Because, I mean, he made the whole prequel hate thing mainstream, and the George Lucas bashing, all that mainstream. And if that never happened, he would have never sold the franchise to Disney. And what's going on with the franchise right now would have never happened. So yeah, that's my closing thoughts on the Plinkett reviews. Just leave a comment and give me a like and subscribe maybe, and have a good day or good evening. I'll see you, people.